To elaborate Müller's limit, I present here a purely pedagogical/educational model which encapsulates the essence of the problem posed by Müller's limit. Even though this pedagogical model is inaccurate, the problem of Müller's limit remains even with more biologically realistic models of human evolution. Again, what you're about to see is a purely pedagogical model. It needs to be refined to be biologically realistic. But the essentials of the problem posed by Müller's limit should be apparent through this model. This pedagogical model is a females-only model, where there are no dads nor sons, only mothers and daughters. Because this is a females-only model, in this model, girls rule the world.
Who run the world? Girls, girls. Who run the world? Girls.
To visually illustrate this simplified model of evolution, I'll use circles to represent individuals like Mommy and her 3 babies. Further, just for fun, I'll give Mommy the name Eve. I'll also put red numbers in each of the circles to represent the number of harmful mutations in each individual, with Mommy Eve having 0 harmful mutations to start off with. However, each of Eve's babies has 1 more harmful mutation which Mommy Eve did not have. The reason children were given 1 more mutation than Mommy Eve is that this models Müller's limit for humans. Also, hypothetically, even though all the babies have the same number of harmful mutations, the baby on the lower right corner will arbitrarily be given a harmful mutation that is not as severe as her sister's mutations. To emphasize this, I'll make the font of the numbers different sizes to reflect the relative severity of the birth defects among the siblings. The smaller font will reflect a mutation of lesser severity, and a bigger font a mutation of greater severity. Because the baby in the lower right corner has the least severe birth defect, I will call the baby in the lower right corner the best baby. Strictly speaking, the individual with the most genetically fit genome is Mommy Eve. And since all her kids have 1 more harmful mutation than she does, genetically speaking, none of her offspring will be as well off in their lifetime as she is in her lifetime. Therefore, I designate Mommy Eve as the true fittest, as she has the most fit genome of the entire population in this hypothetical world. In contrast, Darwin and Spencer mistakenly designate the fittest individual as the fittest of the kids, namely best baby, and not the fittest of the entire population, namely Mommy Eve. To emphasize again, the fittest kid, namely best baby, is mistakenly designated in Darwin and Spencer's convention as the fittest. However, in reality, best baby is not the fittest in the population. It is Mommy Eve. This happens because when Müller's limit is reached or violated, Darwin goes bonkers. Thus, instead of designating best baby as the fittest, as Darwin and Spencer mistakenly do, I'll designate best baby as fake fittest. Of course, that's no fault of this poor hypothetical mutant baby that she's called a fake. The blame for that rests on Darwin and Spencer. The important point, however, is that the true fittest is Mommy Eve. In effect, Darwin and Spencer have gotten away by saying one thing, but actually meaning another. Saying one thing, but actually meaning another is a logical fallacy and/or rhetorical trick known as equivocation. When Müller's limit is reached or violated, Darwin and Spencer's idea becomes survival of the fake fittest, not survival of the fittest. In light of this, it's high time to beat the fake out of Darwinism.
Oh my God, what's going to happen?